Alright, I hope that you're doing well. This video is going to be how to use the LiveMix. This is going to be a general overview about what each button does. When you have one of these dual units, what each side does. So just general overview. So, most important thing here is the master volume. You want to make sure that this is turned all the way up, and you want to make sure that your pack is turned up as much as you can bear. You'll see as I start to mix here, I'm going to keep this the same, and if I need things to go up or down, I'm going to adjust it on the pack, which is really important. The way that you adjust instruments up and down is because this is a really nice touchscreen. You touch, and then you go up or down. Some of the instruments will be in groups. Some of them will not be in groups, and I will show how to take those on and off here in a second. So this is the left side. I am adjusting Seth's mix. This just who was on it last. And then over here I have Heidi's mix. So if I am on the red side and I start doing this, it will take me over to the blue side, and same vice versa. This is actually a really good example here. You can see one side has groups enabled and one side doesn't. I've used groups because if I get a really good drum mix and I like it, I just turn one knob and it turns them all up and all down. It's also very nice just to be able to go through and make mixes on the fly. So one really nice thing that we have here is this single channel view button. What this does is it allows me to go into the mix. You might wonder, okay, how do I change a mix? Or how do I change the volume of something when it's in a group like this individually? You can touch and hold, and that will solo it, but you can double tap. Okay, it is touch, so yeah, you touch and hold. Sorry, it's being weird. So, touch and hold, it brings you into it. You can see I can mess with the panning, and panning is just where something is left or right in your ears. So if I pan something all the way right, the kick will only be on this side of my ears. If I pan it all the way left, you know, it'll be only on the left side. So I can adjust the volume of one right here, and you can hear that come up and down if I wanted to. There's that if I wanted to go to the next channel, so let's click back into that. I can hit next channel here. You want to make sure that you turn solo off, because right now what solo is doing is it can be useful to if you want to listen to a specific instrument, but if I turn multiple things up here and I hit solo on the bass, you'll see the only thing I'm hearing is this bass channel right here. So it can be useful. Double tap. It can be confusing as well, because if I sit here and hit solo and you know something is soloed by the top left, I won't be able to hear my kick or the rest of my instruments. So that's kind of a general overview thing. To load and save a mix right here, if I hit the right thing, load and save mix, you go in here, I can hit hey, we'll go to Josh Patterson, and then I'll hit load. It loads his mix, and all of a sudden you can hear everything that he has built. So I just turn the master volume down there because I'm talking to you and you're obviously hearing things, but that's how you load a mix. To save a mix, I would come over to Joshua, because that's who I am. I would hit save selected, type it in, I would hit save, and boom, it would save what I have everything set to right there on this mixer to everything else. Super, super nice. Next thing that you want to do, if you want to disable groups on yours, you can go to Mix Tools, Group Setup, and then you can hit Reset All Groups. Boom. And I hit Reset All Groups. What that does is now, if I come back, all these are individual channels that I can adjust. We're not hearing anything right now because the master volume is turned all the way down. But, so you can see, oh, hey, everything's good to go here. Or, if I turn the master volume up, and something is soloed, I will not hear it. So that is how that works. Other general overview. So these first 16 channels, you can tell it's channeled by 1 to 16. This is the drums. So you've got your kick, all that fun stuff. And then your bass. The next one is you've got your melody instruments. So you've got your acoustics, electrics, pianos, things of that nature. Orchestra mix, choir mix. The choir mix is the choir mics that are up over here. You don't need that. Unless there's some sort of play happening. I would recommend this stays down. I would recommend orchestra stays all the way down. Flex 1 is where front of house talks to you from, so whoever's running audio will talk to you through that. So you want to make sure that this is turned up. This is as important as the MD talkback. You've got your next set of 16 channels. So we've got 33 through 48. This is all of your vocal channels. So you know, black, red, yellow, what have you. Your MC channels. So MC is when the pastors come up and they talk to the congregation in a transition moment, or somebody has a word on their heart. That's what these two mics are for right here. It is a slight toss-up of to which one gets used, so you kind of want to keep them around the same volume. If you have Pastor August come up on MC1 and then Pastor Jared come up on the other, I mean, Pastor August is just going to blow this microphone out just because he talks a lot louder than Pastor Jared does. Pastor 1 and Pastor 2 are the over-the-ear headsets that the pastors wear. Actually, I think since the last 6 months I've been here, maybe once a pastor has come up and used this for a transition moment, but in a altar moment, normally they will use the mic that they have on them. So you do want to have these up. You don't want to turn them up too high, because if you turn them up too high, what you're going to hear, and you could probably hear it through my mic right now, and there's nothing going on, is you're going to be able to hear echo and what's happening around them. So this can introduce a bunch of noise into your mix. For better or for worse, it is important to hear them. But, yep, I'll just leave it there. So, Vox Drama, if you're in a drama, you'll turn this up. Vox Tracks, we do not use that currently for anything. Flex 2 is just another flex channel except stereo. And stereo is, hey, you want to pan this all the way left, and it should be all the way right. If we go to the next channels, we've got just a bunch of extras. So your choir, 6, that's one of the mics up here in the choir area. All these extras can be turned down. If there's an extra on stage, you will know, and you will be told which one, and you will be able to turn it up. So drum talkback is, as it says, drum talkback, keys talkback, main talkback. What we use for the talkback 90% of the time is main talkback. We have the ability to have the keys talkback as well. So if it's the keys talkback, it's the talkback that's next to the keys. If it's the main talkback, that's just kind of what we've been using right now, just to keep that easy on everybody until these videos come out, and we'll start breaking that up. Open, don't need it. Ambient right, there is a, let's see if I can see it here. There is a mic over, oh, that is blocking it, over on that end of the stage. It is audience right, so right here, oh, right there, there is a shotgun mic pointed into the crowd. That is what that is. I do not recommend turning that up. Reason being is with how the vocals are set up in the in-ears, they are raw, meaning they have very little processing on them. At front of house, there is a lot of processing on them, be it, and that takes milliseconds of time to travel. So what you're hearing out of this mic is slap back off the back wall, some of the congregation, so it will just be behind what you're playing. So if you're playing an instrument or if you're talking, it can become very hard to talk. Open. And then after this, we've got the ambient mic. The ambient mic is different than that ambient mic. The ambient mic is here on this unit right here. I forget where it's right here. There's a little hole down here where this ambient mic is at. If I turn this up, it picks up things around this unit. I don't know why you would use it. Intercom is holding down this intercom button, and you can see it's being used right here. 1 or, oh, it's just, okay, it's an I, not a 1. Aux input is down here. We don't use these. So, the intercom system, if you talk into this, the band might hear you. And, because sometimes some people have this turned down or such. Front of house will not hear you. So if you're talking to front of house by using this, you will not be able to be heard, because right now front of house does not have one of these units. That is a work in progress. So there is a general overview of the LiveMix unit.